this is Gilgamesh. I've been thinking about this with the genocide that's going on in Gaza. And I realized something. Human beings, nature, reason you can't live together is because you find reasons to kill each other. Ever since you had the ability to create things like knives, you have used them to kill each other. Then you went from knives to creating, guns. The first weapon, when knives didn't work, you created swords. Then from that, you created flintlock pistols and flintlock rifles. Then you created cannons. Then from there, you created revolvers, new ways to kill each other. Then you went from that, you created, rifles, and then pistols, and then machine guns, and different types of machine guns. Then when that didn't work, you created missiles. Then you said, hey, missiles aren't good enough to kill each other. Let's create bombs. When that didn't work, you created nerve agents. And then when nerve agents didn't satisfy your lust to kill each other, you created nukes. And to show the world how evil humans can be towards each other, America dropped 2 on Japan after they surrendered. Humans, you find the most ridiculous and stupid reasons to hate each other. Look at the way people talk. Religion. Oh, I hear all the time people talk about God, but do people really believe there's a God? I don't think so. Because most of what I see is people living the heathenist lifestyle, the 7 deadly sins, materialism, individualism. Nobody really wants to do what Jesus talked about. Live together, take care of each other, non-violence, social, live in a society where you take care of each other. He made that abundantly clear, but no, people want to kill each other. You find dumb, idiotic. Look at Islam. You have people in Muslims. People follow Islam. You have people different. This is what I don't get. You have one sector. You have Shias and Sunnis. They're Muslims, but they take it, the Quran, and they interpret it to fit whatever, and it's just, this is dumb. And we've gotten really even dumber and dumber and dumber. You have people that literally said, oh, these Jews need to be wiped off the planet. Nazis, Zionism. Look at the way the modern world is. You got fucking people in a country that if you were such a great country and you took care of your people, you wouldn't be starting wars or talking shit about another country like China and Russia, America. You don't take care of your people. You use people to commit wars for you, violence, and then you leave them to die on the streets, become drug addicts and alcoholics, and you abandon your military. And then you start all over again because you can't stop being shit. And then we get to technology. Look at the way people are. Technology hasn't made people smarter, it's made people fucking dumber. Look, you have people literally arguing over the stupidest shit. Look, I'll tell you. Good example is the movie Barbie. It's a dumb movie, for Christ's sakes. It's a goddamn stupid fucking movie written and directed by a woman, yes. It's an idiotic fucking movie. Anybody who got offended and upset because of what was going on in the movie, take a chill pill, people. Seriously. I saw so many people I couldn't believe. I was laughing at this movie because it's so stupid. There's nothing about this I could take serious. But yeah, when the word patriarch came up, some people literally get offended at the word patriarch. Oh my God, a word's gonna break your back if you hear the word patriarch. Oh, we gotta be offended at it. This is how fucking weak people have become. You let dumb words offend you. Really? People got offended because the word patriarch shows up in Barbie. I'm not joking. I heard people literally on YouTube bitch about a movie about a toy created by a woman who simply wanted to make a doll for girls to play with, as if they were adult women. Wasn't a feminist toy. She wasn't a feminist. And simply, the movie says the word patriarch, and some people lost their shit. Oh, the depiction, it's a goddamn toy. It's not even a real world. It's a hyper-realistic fucking world next to a fucking toy world. And I heard one person go, she got mad at the idea of how the women were treated. It's a goddamn toy. Okay, and in this hyper-realistic world, nothing was based on reality. It's a goddamn, not a real world. It's a fake it's fake. Everything about this hyper realistic world wasn't even really based in reality. It was let's take and put all the stupid things people bitch about and put in this world, and it really upset certain people. When they called Barbie a fascist, I was laughing hard. I couldn't take this movie, and people got literally, and the end joke in the movie is the only way for Barbie to become a mother is to become a real woman. And that's why she went to a gynecologist. That's the joke. And one of these, I'm not going to say his name, but he got really upset that he didn't understand the end joke. The joke is, to become a woman, guess what? You're transgenders, you can't become a mother. So, yeah. And I watch all these people bitch about this. I watched Barbie because I heard a couple of people say it was a funny movie, especially two women who thought it was actually funny and didn't take it serious. And I said, okay. And one guy who and so I saw it, I enjoyed it. I didn't get offended. Maybe it's because I don't get offended at words. Like, I've been called a Nazi, I've been called all types of things, and I don't get offended. I've been called a faggot before, and I said, whatever. The only word that makes me mad is when someone tried to think for some fucked up reason. And I said, why would you throw that word at me? And it was the word pedophile. And I said, why would you think first of all, I would kill these fuckers. And I go, why would you even say that? That's the one word, I will fucking beat the shit out of you. And he apologized, because I said, I don't go for that shit. Those are people that fuck preteen kids. Kids with no working sex organ. I don't even like teenagers and stuff. I would never want to sleep with a teenager. I'm not into teenage kids. That's really disgusting. But yeah, only time I actually got upset at something. But the patriarchy. The patriarch means the head, the father of the family. Okay, then there's the matriarch, the mother of the family. And in most families, the mother is really the one that's the head of the family, not the man. God damn, this whole stupid thing. And then you have idiots arguing over stupid shit. Like, they let the dumbest shit affect them. Honestly, I get Gina Carano soon because she was discriminated against. They violated labor laws to fire her. Disney had no right to fire her. It doesn't matter what she posted. It violates, and that's because in California, Gavin Newsom got through to stringent labor laws to protect people from being discriminated. These are the laws that are allowing Gina Carano to sue Disney for discrimination. But it's this whole idiotic world we live in, where, look at what's going on. You got a bunch of fucking Zionist assholes who just said they're going to wipe out the Palestinians. The Palestinians had nothing to do with World War II. They didn't participate in the Holocaust. They weren't over there. But yet these fucking Zionists, for some reason, want to continue what the Nazis did to the Jews. Ugh. And it's like you had the UN lady literally stand there and say the final solution after vetoing another ceasefire resolution. She literally said, well, we're working towards a final solution. The same thing Hitler said about the Jews. What was the final solution? The Holocaust. Because people are so evil. You are so dumb. You're so fucking stupid. I mean, goddamn, people are dumb. We live in a dumb. Technology has made people dumber. It hasn't made people smarter. We haven't. We're not smarter. We're less evolved than we've ever been. People get so fucking easily offended at the stupidest shit. If you don't like something, don't give it money. Like Madam Web. I saw the trailer and I said, what the fuck is this? But I was never going to see the movie. And then there's idiots who go and watch it, and then all they do is come back and complain about the movie. And they put it on their YouTube channel. And idiots watch their stuff and go, oh, like this, and they go, give me your money. And it's like ridiculous. We have real world problems instead of, if you want to talk about escapism, promote stuff that's worth. Like Eric July's doing with his company, Ripaverse. Create his own comic book company. Promote that shit. Talk about stuff that's worth it. This shit that with the DEI stuff is fucked up and racist. And it does violate the Civil Rights Act. And Disney knows what they're doing is fucking stupid. But you know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to promote their shit. I'm not going to talk about their crap. Because I've talked about movies and comic book movies and fucking how I can't stand James Cameron because after Terminator 2 is a reboot to make Sarah Connor a feminist character. And people are shocked that his stuff is crap and that, the later Terminator films are absolute garbage. He has said that he's a male feminist and that he believes in the fucking, the idea of the strong women. That's what fucking Sarah Connor says in Terminator 2, is that she beats up all the men. Then she says that right before she's ready to kill Miles Dyson, who doesn't know what the fuck's going on. His wife and son says men don't know how to create. All they know how to do is destroy. That's right from the feminist playbook, you fucking idiots. James Cameron's a shitty director. That's how you get Abrams. That's how you get Zack Snyder. How you get, all these current shitty directors. Michael Bay did really 2 good films. The Rock and Bad Boys. And then he went, I can do big explosion. Oh my god, fucking hell. But yeah, all this shit, we're watching a journalist, Julian Assange, about to be sent to die. Yeah, and people are bitching about what's going on in Hollywood. And they don't even want to address the issue of why all these people are coming from south of the border, coming to America, because your government destroys people's countries. Instead of real world problems and solving real problems, people are bitching about the stupidest shit and killing each other over fucking idiotic things. What's the purpose? Okay, Matt Christian, your purpose is to kill each other. That's what you do. That's what human beings do best. You create weapons to kill each other. And then you come up with the stupidest reasons why to kill somebody. You'll never live in a world of peace because you can't give up the idea of killing each other. You would think human beings, after seeing Japan get nuked, that people might go, okay, we gotta stop, this is going too far. Nope. We have to make more powerful weapons, use them to kill people in eastern Ukraine, to the point Russia has to go in and try to save these people, and it's not working. People are still getting killed by our government. And then, it isn't just happening there. There's fucking shit happening in Africa, and countries, Sudan. They're having America started shit there. I mean, human beings want to wipe each other out. You will never coexist. You can't. You can't stop the violence. I mean, China's actually trying to make the world a better place without being violent. They're trying to actually do things where people are working together, and America goes, no, fuck it. We must stop China. And Europe's destroying itself. They're killing each other. Why? They can't even tell you these fucking people are, there is no hope in this world, to be honest. A man is tortured in a prison. Another man was killed in a Ukraine prison, and our government just sat there and said, And the dumb people in this country go, I love Donald Trump. I'll suck his dick and I'll vote for him. Why? A cult on all sides. You got idiots like Brooklyn Daddy going, Joe Biden's doing a great job. Really? And calling himself a Muslim but standing by and supporting a guy who, first of all, is letting fucking a bunch of Zionists kill a bunch of fucking, people in Palestine. Yeah, you're really fucking outstanding. And Tlaib wanting to talk about Syria, yet she ain't done shit about her own people being killed because she don't give a shit. She wants to keep her job, so she caves to AIPAC, a bunch of Zionist assholes who want to wipe the Palestinians out. She wants to talk about Syria. You mean the country that Israel's bombing? Yeah, and killing people? Congratulations, Tlaib, you're dog shit. You're not even, you wonder why none of you can talk to God. You go to church and you think, oh, I'll go to church and confess my sins. You ain't you ain't going to heaven. Going to church ain't making you closer to God, idiots. Reading the Bible isn't making you closer to God. You can't hear God's voice because you have forsaken God for all the fucking sins, the 7 deadly sins. You can't even stop your pride and admit that you're fucking stupid. You get upset at dumb shit. You argue over the stupidest shit. You don't, I thought when I saw this whole thing of the People's Choice Award where Rachel Zegler gets Action Star of the Year, I was laughing my ass off. I was watching Mr. H reviews go through this on his cat. He put a video where he goes through the awards, and I said, perfect. Rachel Zegler winning Action Star, I couldn't stop laughing. That is the funniest, most idiotic thing I ever saw. Did I get upset? No. I laughed because it fits how stupid Americans really are. People are dumb. You go and promote stupid shit. You talk about the stupid X-Men 97 shit that is garbage. I'm not going to watch. I own Disney Plus. But all these idiots who go and bitch about this stuff all will watch this crap. Why would you put this in your mind? I'll go and watch a low-budget horror movie called Plankface, which was fucking a low-budget horror movie made in the woods in Kentucky by people who just want to make a horror movie. I had more fun watching that low-budget horror movie than I did hearing about fucking Madam Web or this or that, or any big-budget Hollywood movie. Godzilla -1 was probably my favorite movie of last year and this year. I saw it 3 times in color, and it was great. Then I saw it in the black and white, and I was like, this is even more terrifying and better in black and white. The best movie this year. And like I said, I saw the trailer, and I said, what is this dog shit? I don't care about what Marvel's doing. If people want to watch this stuff, I say, go ahead. If you like the Disney's, Star Wars, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you you can't. You have a right to watch what you want. What I will never support, if you sitting there attacking George Lucas prequels means you don't know shit about Star Wars. Chris Gore complained about Anakin's downfall to the Sith, and it's like, what movie were you watching? You people prop up the original trilogy as some holier than thou when it's actually it's cheesy. It's a trilogy that is completely comical. It's got so many if you were to really just sit back and watch it, you'd go, oh my god, there are so many issues with this trilogy. I've done a video about it. And people act like, oh, the prequels are shit compared to the original. No, they're the same thing. I've done a video about why the prequels are as good as the original trilogy. You should watch it. It's on my Rumble channel, Panzer Dragon. I don't have that many subscribers. I'm not allowed on YouTube. For all people bitch about getting suppressed on YouTube, I can't go back to YouTube. They nuked my Gmail account. I can't appeal these, and I'm not crying about it. I'm actually probably happier than most people to never be on YouTube. I really do. All these people bitch about, well, I don't like what YouTube's doing, then don't be on there. Don't be on there. Find something that makes you happy. Read a book. Do something. When you bitch about stuff, what does that do for you? It gives you a nervous breakdown. If you hate something, why watch it? I mean, I watched Aquaman. And that movie was shit. But I don't sit there purposely going, I'm going to watch some dog shit movie. No. I try to watch stuff I'm going to enjoy. And I'll talk about Plank Face. I'll do a review of the movie and explain why I liked it. So I talk about that movie and enjoy it. I will not see. I don't like The Hunger Games. I know people love those movies. I think they're dog shit. I think they're crap, and I think Jennifer Lawrence is a shitty actress. Like I said, Scarlett Johansson did one movie, one role in her entire career that was good, and that was in The Prestige. Other than that, everything else she's done is dog shit. And I've watched plenty of Russian films where I've seen the Russian actresses that can fucking act the hell out of every American actress. But no, you hire an untalented woman to play a Russian character because you didn't bother to go and look in Russia for the actress. It's like you could have hired an African actress to play Storm. Instead, you hired an American woman who can't do a fucking African accent to play this character. Oh. I hate gender swapping. I hate race swapping. I know Batman Returns is the best Batman film. I know Billy D. Williams he's in it, and it's not because Tim Burton cast him, it's because the studio wanted him in the movie, and he's only in one scene, but it doesn't hurt the movie. It's really Michelle Pfeiffer, Danny DeVito, Michael Keaton, and Christopher Walken that are like, yeah. And all the rest of the cast is great in the movie. Michelle Pfeiffer. Reason I don't like the Avengers. Okay, this is what pissed me off. People go, the Avengers is a good movie. Okay, you got the ultimate multiverse. Avengers. Why? Okay. By the time you get to the Ant-Man and what was it, Wasp, Quantum, whatever the fucking shitty movie that was that I didn't see, they revealed that the original Wasp is played by Michelle Pfeiffer. What the fuck? You mean when it came to the Avenger movie, we're going to have, instead of bringing Eric Bana back to play the Hulk, you hire Mark Shitbag Ruffalo. You had great casting for Tony Stark. Captain America wasn't in the original Avengers. He did come back later. But Chris Evans is perfectly cast as, and you had, unfortunately with Thor, I have no problem with, I like Chris Hemsworth, but I think he was playing more of a frat boy than really playing Thor. But Hawkeye's like a backup dancer. And Jeremy Renner, don't have a problem with it, but he doesn't have the person, he's kind of boring. If you watch, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Hawkeye in that was part of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he was considered, the guy, that character had more personality than Jeremy Renner had in the movie. And you tell me, we could have had, instead of Scarlett Johansson shitty acting as the fucking not Black Widow, we might have gotten we could have had Michelle Pfeiffer as fucking the original fucking Wasp. What the fuck? And I could have picked the better actor to play fucking Hank Pym. I've got it. Henry Cavill. Yeah, Henry Cavill been great casting job to play Hank Pym. Yeah. No. Let's hire old man Michael Douglas not to play Ant-Man. Yeah. Let's go way past. Oh god, I really fucking hate the Avenger movie. Nope, Tom Hiddleston was perfectly cast as Loki. But you would decide to finally bring in Wasp, and it's Michelle Pfeiffer, and you're not going to have her play it in the fucking, one place to fucking bring her in would have been the Avenger film? No, let's not do that. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I really can't stand this shit. And I've talked about this. I can't stand the Marvel stuff. After Iron Man and Iron Man and Earth's Mightiest Heroes, yeah, they had the black Nick Fury, but it was fine. I'm not gonna, I'm not bitching about that because the show was really well done. They did it better than anything live action Marvel. Then you had Ray Stevens. Goddamn, Ray Stevens as the Punisher. What a great movie in Warzone. Second, the best Punisher movie Second is the Dolph Lundgren one. But everything else has been shit. Thanos wasn't even Thanos. He was purple Greta Van Thunberg testicle. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna balance the all the people praising this shit. Thanos didn't kill white people out to balance out because of not enough of all this shit that this weak ass Greta Van Purple testicle was bitching about. No, Thanos did it because he was in love with death. That's why he did it. And it was his granddaughter, Gamora. Nebula, who was not a fucking cyborg. I got that wrong. Nebula was Thanos' granddaughter who actually took the gauntlet off him while he was having a conversation with Adam. Yes. Who was inside the Mind Stone, who was telling Thanos, you really don't want to win. Revealing that Thanos never wanted to win the Infinity War. He wanted to lose to be with Lady Death. So while he's distracted, his granddaughter pulls off the gauntlet, puts it on, and snaps her finger and saves everyone. And then Adam, yes, Warlock had to, after being freed from the Mind Stone, literally removes the gauntlet, then takes all the stones out of it, and keeps the Mind Stone for himself, gives one to Gamora, I think it was, and spread out all the stones so they could never be used again, so you could never collect them again. But yeah, Thanos never wanted to win. He wanted to lose so he could be with Death. But then he found out since he's alive, she went after Deadpool because he could die. So what did Thanos do? He made Deadpool immortal so that he couldn't be with Lady Death ever again. Yeah. That's actually in the comic. So, yeah, this is and it's like, people say, all these idiots that complain about all this shit now about what Hollywood's doing with the race swapping. A lot of these same morons were praising the Batman with the race swapped Commissioner Gordon, Black Commissioner Gordon, and Black Catwoman. I didn't watch it. And Eric July said it when he was asked, are you going to see that movie? He goes, no. Because he and I agree on this. We don't like the race swapping shit they do in movies. But, all the idiots are complaining now about what Disney's doing. We're praising this shit back then. I still remember when all the idiots were going, yeah, we want Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then he made the comments, and suddenly they went, and now all the idiots hate that Justice League movie. It's so funny when they praise Star Wars, which, I saw with my mother, the Force Awakens, they're all like, oh, like the idiots they are, praising Abrams, oh yeah, and then it turns out it's dog shit, and of course Rian Johnson, oh god. People can like this stuff, I don't care. I don't care if you like this Disney stuff, like any of that stuff. I don't care, it's not for me. Like I said, what I get tired of hearing is people bitch about stuff, and then they go and watch it, and then all they do is bitch about it. If you don't like it, don't give it the attention. This is why Disney's doing what they're doing. You're giving them what they want. Instead of going, yeah, watch something else. Go watch a Doctor Who. Go watch, the original 6 Star Wars films. And the Grandy Clone Wars. Not that fucking Dave Filoni dog shit. Yeah, Grandy the guy who did Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory, got with George Lucas between 2 and 3 of the prequels and actually created the original Clone Wars animated series. Went 3 seasons. Yeah. And George Lucas was working with him on that. On the Dave Filoni thing, all he did was Dave Filoni said, I want to redo the Clone Wars because, so he gave him permission to do it, not knowing what he was going to do. And Dave Filoni fucked it all up. Yeah, Grandy, I forget how to pronounce his last name, the guy who did Primal. That's that one with the dinosaur, the caveman, the dinosaur. That's on Adult Swim. And also did the original Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory. Did a Clone Wars, which was far better than that Dave Filoni dog shit. But hey, yeah, but look at the world. I get off this whole thing. Look at, people want to know, what is my purpose? What is humanity's purpose? To kill yourself. You can't help but kill yourself. You've been doing this from the time you came into existence. You will always find a way to want to kill each other. Look, You're divided by the stupidest shit over, well, Trump or Biden. Who gives a shit? They're both monsters. You don't even realize why your country's going to hell in a handbasket, because you fuckers don't realize you support the very monsters who fucking are doing this. Both Democrats and Republican parties are dog shit and don't give a fuck about you. No, you're too stupid. People that support Trump are in a cult that literally are in a cult. We live in a world of the dumbest people. They want to complain about China, but China ain't trying to take over the world. They're literally trying to build trade with everybody. They're trying to help other countries get out of poverty. America wants to oppress everybody. Oh yeah, we're the greatest country. They don't want to look at what Trump admits to, the crimes he's admitted to. Oh, that's okay. They want to talk about Biden being a senile old man. Yeah, he's a senile old man. He ain't running things. I said it. And I'll say it once again. The Electoral College is how they put the president in, and the military controls it. So you can vote for Trump, but they're going to replace Biden ain't running for president. They're wanting you to think this. Come to the Democratic convention, that's when they'll do the switch. They've done it before. All these fucking convention, where they're deciding who's going to possibly be the nominee. Trust me, Donald Trump and Gavin Newsom are going to face off. They will have a debate, and Trump will absolutely look like the idiot he's always. Because what they're going to do, and I'll say it right now, they're going to turn everything that happened with the pandemic, with the vaccine, with the fucking Wuhan lab, the fucking people dying from this non-existent vaccine, which is true. Trump is the lockdowns, the riots, all that shit that happened was all Trump's fault because he was the president. He's also responsible for what happened to Ashley Babbitt because he told these people to come to the Capitol. When he knew he wasn't going to remain president, instead of telling people just to go home, he told them, if you go to the Capitol building, don't do anything. And then the police let him in the building. In case of Ashley Babbitt, they shot her, the cops shot her dead, while the other police officers didn't see her as a threat. And then the police got really physical, and they basically killed a woman, first named Rosanna, on the steps when she was no threat to them, and then lied about it. And they pushed two men to their deaths. Yeah, they got violent with the protesters. But yeah. And now look, you can't question the 2024 election. So when Gavin Newsom becomes the next president, you can kiss my ass. I was the one that called it. So while all the people are going, Trump's going to become the next president, he will not be the next president. All the shit you see that's all starting to fall apart, yeah, it's because they want you to go Trump, 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 and not look to anyone else who could be a better candidate for the White House. And I ain't talking about the dog shit running for president. Robert Kennedy Jr. can eat shit. Cornel West can eat shit. But, you know what? Want to know something? If Dennis Kucinich ran for president, I'd vote for him. I almost consider voting for Jill Stein. But I'm still not sure about her. But I know Dennis Kucinich he's an anti-war guy. He's totally about closing all the military bases and he doesn't support Israel. He's said this for years. And I would vote for him for president. He's the only one I would vote for. I will never vote for Robert Kennedy. I will never vote for any of these people. But we never will have the election where we decide. Because the Electoral College, until it's gotten rid of, the Founding Fathers created it to make sure only certain people could vote. Only white men that owned land could vote. Women were not considered citizens of the country. African couldn't vote because they weren't citizens of this country. And Indians, American Indians, Native, were not considered citizens. Only rich white people who owned land. That means poor white people were fucked. That's what the Electoral College did for all this shit about, it's there to allow everyone to vote. No, it was created to restrict voting. The problem with you people is when you live in certain states, like I live in Oregon. The thing is, when you have a large population that lives in the big cities, the smaller counties are going to not have, the Electoral College isn't going to help that. It's because Your big metropolis cities are more populated. When you have things convenient, people want to live where it's convenient. They don't want to have to travel. They want to make everything easier on themselves. That's why they move to big cities. This is the same thing in Japan. People don't want to live out. Most people don't want to live in the country and have to drive a long distance to go and do anything. They want the convenience to be able to go out and walk somewhere. Oh, you need to go to the store, just walk to the store. You want to go to the movies, walk to the movies. Oh, you might take a bus once in a while. Get on your bike and go somewhere. That's the convenience to live in a city, and those are where you're going to get most of your votes. It's not that hard to understand. You live in states where the cities are where most of the people live. So all the small counties and big counties like Multnomah County here in Oregon decide every election because that's where most of the people live. And unfortunately, most of the people that live here happen to vote one party. You're not going to change that with the Electoral College. It's a dumb notion. When you live in major metropolises, the major population, that metropolis, that's the big county, are going to decide your state. That's why if you live in outside of like LA, San Francisco, or San Antonio, not San Antonio, but I forgot the big city in Southern California, you're kind of screwed. You don't really have a voice. Because those are where most people live. It's in every fucking state where you have a big city. The bigger metropolises where more people live are always going to have the bigger voice than the small rural areas. This is how every country's like this. It doesn't change. But yet every other country that has elections, why are they fair? Because they don't have a stupid electoral college that takes away the people's vote. If everybody in a state votes and you count those votes and they go, oh, okay, everybody who voted, their vote was counted. Okay, they all went to, let's say, Gavin Newsom. Most people in the state, you will add up all the, okay, that went to Gavin Newsom. Okay, that's a vote for, that's 1 point for Gavin Newsom. That's how it's supposed to go. But this idea is the electoral college is controlled by the military and puts the president in. People are dumb. We're a stupid nation of idiots who want to hate each other over the dumbest things. And we find the dumbest things to argue. I've said this before. People got offended at the word patriarch being in Barbie. When somebody got mad because of the way they treated women, it was a hyper-realistic world, you dumbasses. It's not based in reality. It's supposed to be a joke. Here we're exaggerating how women are treated. Wow, that's funny. Because it is. It's kind of like the way they treat the Kens in Barbie is kind of shit. But yes, when you're not doing the real world, you're going to be hyper-realistic of certain things. Shit. But, we create weapons to kill each other. That's what you're doing. You're going to kill each other. You're not going to stop. There's no peace in the world because mankind can't stop murdering each other. You can't. You can't control that basic need to want to slaughter someone. I'm not talking about based on your movies or your entertainment. It's just your nature to kill each other. You can't. It's a primal thing in you. That's why you create weapons. You don't create the gun. The gun is for what? To kill. That's the point of pulling the trigger and a bullet coming out, is to end a life. If you shoot someone in the leg and you don't stop the bleeding, they're going to bleed to death. If you pull the trigger, somebody's going to get hurt or die. That's the point of a gun. It's this whole thing that, I'm not against guns, but be realistic. If you have a gun, you're gonna kill something with it. Don't act like, yeah. And you grab a gun because you want to kill something. This is why people became police, because the power it gave them to basically have power over other people. This is why people get in politics. They want that power. Narcissistic assholes in the world. You will never have a peaceful world because you people will not stop killing yourself. You'll come up with dumb things to fucking argue about. Who gives a shit about fucking this and this? Oh, they said the pronoun thing. I feel bad for Gina Carano because they had no right to fire her. That's a legitimate thing to be pissed at Disney. Their DEI thing? Yeah, it's racist, and they're going to pay for it. But thinking that Nelson Peltz is going to save Disney is dog shit. Being on the board doesn't give you any power. The real power is in the fucking shareholders. Plus, if you're going to break a company up, you still have to go through the federal government, regulators and everything to do that. It's not simple to break a company up. It's like buying it, making a company bigger. You have rules you have to follow. Nelson Peltz ain't going to break Disney up. He has no real plan. He pretty much has no plan what he's going to do. He said, first said, I want to break the company up. Then he said he wants to run it like Netflix does, like they're currently doing. A streaming service. It's stupid to think this guy's going to say. He's mad because when he told Bob Iger to fire people, Bob Iger fired people, including his friend Ike Perlman. But he did what Nelson Peltz told him to do. He doesn't like that his friend was fired. But remember, this is the same idiot who was behind some of the biggest, stupidest decisions at Marvel. Yeah, that's Ike Perlman. I know the stupid shit that he came up with. He and Kevin Feige are the same dog shit. Nothing's gonna change. But yeah, there's things to, go, yeah. And having someone go, I'm not gonna watch the new Hellraiser because they put a woman in it. You've never read the book. The Hell Priest in the book is literally described as a woman. Yeah. And they wear their skins. So the new Hellraiser David Bruckner did, the Hell Priest or Pinhead is essentially a woman. Yes, that's in the fucking book. And of course, the idiot who made this comment, I'm not going to say his name, said I'm not going to watch that movie because of the progressive message. There was no message. You've never read the book, you dumbass. So you didn't know that the Hell Priest, known as Pinhead, thanks to Doug Bradley, was in fact, looks like a woman. And Jamie Clayton does a great job playing Pinhead. It's a different take on Pinhead that's actually really good. She's fantastic, but of course, dumbasses look at a movie like that and think, oh my god, they're pushing the progressive message. No, you dumbass, it's based on the fucking book. And Clive Barker has always said he regrets, biggest regret, that he didn't make the Cenobites look exactly like in his book. You fucking morons. It's like they made Madam Web for women, and women didn't go and see the movie. Men went and saw it, and most of them hated it. It's like they made a movie Barbie for women, but most people that saw it were men. And by the way, a lot of people liked the movie because they got that it was goofy and stupid. This whole stupid shit that's going on. We have real problems that we're not addressing. And instead, we're talking about, people are arguing, they're finding the dumbest, like Islam, like I said. Muslims, Arabs, they all read the Quran, but they find some, I don't know what about the Quran makes these people go, your version of it is wrong, I'm going to kill you for that. This is why Saudis and why the royal family of Saudi Arabia hated Syria and attacked it and still does. Because they're different, just like Iran. What is with this fucking different interpretations? It's the same thing with the fucking Bible. People, stop. Most people don't believe in God, who claim to believe in God, follow the 7 deadly sins. There you go, that's your religion, the 7 deadly sins. And you're too stupid to realize pride is the deadliest sin because you won't realize that you're stupid, you're going to get killed. This is why people get killed, because people act stupid. People get offended, oh my god, you cut me off, I'm going to kill your ass. Oh, you said the wrong thing, I have to kill you. It's like fucking Israel saying, all your people are going to be wiped out. Admitting they're going to commit a genocide and being proud of it. Although, because even though they're considered the same people, these people are fucking retarded. This is why humanity's doomed. Honestly. You can't protect yourselves. You're not going to ever stop killing each other. This is the problem with humanity. All you want to do is murder each other. You find new and horrible ways. You create chemical weapons. You create bioweapons. You fucking find twisted ways to you learn nothing from the past. You don't learn anything. You're too stupid. That's what humanity's done. It's devolved to idiocy. Idiocracy is what we live in. We live in a world of dumb. We got dumb people going after China for doing nothing to them. China's not spying on America. It's America spying on China. Oh, Russia, Putin's a dictator. But yet he isn't. This is what's so stupid about fucking human race. You can't put your stupidity aside and realize maybe we should work together. No, you want to kill each other. You want to start World War III. I say go for it. It's not going to, either there is going to be a war to stop. The only way to stop Israel is to fucking attack it. Because they're not going to stop killing. Or you're all going to sit there and watch Palestinians get exterminated off the planet. And Gaza gone. And then you're going to sit there and go, well, we could have done something if only America stepped in. Well, you didn't force America's hand. You sat there and debated it. We'll have another, which is pointless because it's never going to happen. You're never going to have it because Israel said it. We're never going to recognize it. So what's the point? Get rid of, this is the point. There can't be a two-state solution. These Zionists will never live with the Palestinians. They only want to live with Christians. They kill Christians, Muslims, and actually kill Jews. So these people they hate all, it's ridiculous. There's no solution for this. They want to complete what Hitler did. That's essentially what Zionists want to do. They want to complete Hitler's master plan of eradicating the Jews. There you go. So yeah, this is Gilgamesh. I will talk to you later. Bye.